down, go stupid. Since 17 been counting M's, my bank accounts on goofy. Gave up. Now who know what the truth is? Chicago full of my garage is full of hoops. Got that southern draw and all that. My like ball bags. The South got some.
What's up, though? You already know.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. Tannehill's Dolphins going up against Dak Prescott's Cowboys.
Larry, we find ourselves right in the center of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex in Arlington and AT&T Stadium. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas. And the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with Ryan Tannehill and the visiting Miami Dolphins.
To be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
Well, so much for all the time that you spend in practice, because for offensive linemen...
Don't let me do that to you, bro.
Landry, the 40. He's at the 30, 20, 10, 5, and all the way.
Don't let me do that to you, bro.
Miami touchdown. Jarvis Landry, 94 yards. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost. And that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, a conservative, easy call. Run the football, take care of it, create some space, pump the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them, because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back. And sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. 2017 for Zeke Elliott, a mixed bag. Would he play, would he not play? Well, he missed the 6 games from weeks 10 to 15. He still finished, though, Charles, 10th in the league in rushing.
Just tells you about the talent that he has and how explosive he is and what he brings to the table. Look, he averaged 98 yards per game, 98.3 to be exact, a full 11 yards higher than number 2 Todd Gurley behind him. So I just tell you, if he plays a full season and he's averaging that type of yardage, I think Dallas's win numbers go up.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He hits Beasley right side. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go.
I see how you
think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel sub packages, don't they?
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth.
I'll be here. Woo! Don't let me catch the ball. Don't let me catch the ball.
Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl.
Miggy, don't let me catch the
What
ball.
a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game, not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game, and of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Second down now after the incompletion. Back to throw, Tannehill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be resigned, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league for quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Second down, 9 yards to go. They go to Elliott again. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. Fair to say, it hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you kind of nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. But expanding a little bit on Kenyon Drake, interesting year because hardly used early on, and Jay Ajayi goes to Philly, and he took over as the Dolphins' lead back after that trade.
And was never a lead back in college. He was always that accessory piece who helped them in the special teams as well. So we'll see what the Dolphins decide to do in 2018, see if they give him a little competition at that spot.
Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Tannehill to Landry, good for a Dolphin first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They run it again with Williams. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Back to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So the Cowboys offense coming back out there, and after the excitement of that 13-3 year, the NFC East title 2016, they fell back to earth in 2017. They still finished 9-7, but not what you expected from them.
No, the scoring differential was a big telltale about the difference between 2000
and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 28 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. They'll let Elliott try to run it in. And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game. Bailey now to kick this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl, but 3rd MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
He went all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999, where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
Yeah, he still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. Right back to Drake. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now it's Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Man, the ball hard.
We couldn't counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly third and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's going to let it go deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Miami's offense getting ready to come back out onto the field. Take a step back, Charles. You look at the Dolphins in 2017. Look, they were 10-6 in 2016. Many people thought, wow, here we go. 2017, high hopes. They limped to a 6-10 finish, however.
Yeah, and you use the word limped, and it started with the injury to Ryan Tannehill. His knee in preseason, in camp, and then they decided to bring in Jay Cutler. That didn't work the way they expected to work at the quarterback position. Jay Ajayi was a Pro Bowl, well over 1,000-yard runner the year before. The chemistry wasn't right. He gets traded to Philadelphia midseason. And Jarvis Landry, over 100 catches this year, but yards per catch, well below 10 yards. So when you add it all together, not what they expected on the offensive side of the ball.
The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They give it to Williams, running right. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They're going to go. It's Tannehill. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year. They totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
That play is so fucking weak, yo.
8 yards out, and the Cowboys are in for 6.
And yet your niggas still win.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown.
And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
Let me see make this shit.
And the Dolphins are going to recover. And the ball is knocked out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also, it may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring...
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. To throw is Tannehill. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And
don't make me do it.
One final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. The final shot here before the break, Tannehill. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off, Byron Jones. And he will be brought down as time is now run out of this first half of action. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
Well, they always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
Don't get hurt, nigga.
Up there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
I do hit that note for the stick on.
Give to Elliott. And he's brought down. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Timmons in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Prescott now on 2nd down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dez Bryant, 46 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The return will come from Sonoris Perry. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Here's Tannehill, and his throw's going to be incomplete. The tight end, Julius Thomas, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for.